and I need to tell my classmates one more time what an honor it was to represent you. You have all made my Ivey experience unforgettable. And while I have a strong but platonic love for you all, you're actually not the people I'm here to talk about today. It's often the things that we should be most grateful for that we forget to express gratitude towards. Today I'm here to talk about those who have educated us over the years, our teachers. My first teacher was my dad. He taught me how to tie my shoes, which I could not do until the ripe age of 6. My dad spent 3 years trying to teach me that the rabbit goes around the tree and through the bunny hole. I just couldn't figure out which one was the rabbit and which one was the tree, because call me lacking in imagination, but they both just look like shoelaces. In grade 7, Mr. Swain taught me to respect my peers, that it was cruel to pass notes about the girl who wore the training bra, which was karmic because I would spend the next 4 years praying I would one day be able to fill out a training bra. In grade 12, Mr. Aduno taught me the true importance of commas, because the phrase, "let's eat, Grandpa," is very different from the phrase, "let's eat, Grandpa." In one phrase, Grandpa joins us for dinner. The other, Grandpa is dinner. I have been fortunate enough to have some great teachers over the course of my life. So great that I too applied to be a teacher here at Ivey, teaching pre-business 257. And while I was trying to decide if I should accept that job and stay in London for another 2 years, there were a number of people who offered me the advice of, those who can do, those who can't teach. And while I think the saying is erroneous on all accounts, it did get me thinking. Here at Ivey, we're blessed with an exceptional kind of faculty. We're given teachers that not only can, but have. They've worked in the real world, they've mastered their craft, and then they've come back to share, to teach us so that we too can learn how to do. And some of the most important lessons that I've learned here, sure, I learned them in a classroom, but I don't think that they were a part of the lesson plan. You see, I've struggled with enough concepts at Ivey to recognize that sometimes you can learn a lot more from who the teacher is than from what the subject they teach. As educators, you come into our classrooms and you lead us to knowledge. But it's not just the material that we're taking in. We see you. We see your character, and we learn from you. The way you carry yourselves, the way you commit to excellence and expect us to do the same. I'm sorry that we don't say thank you more. I'm sorry I haven't said thank you more. But you touch our lives in ways that we can't yet understand. You see, when I was 6 years old, my dad didn't just teach me how to keep a pair of sneakers from falling off my feet. It was in the way he taught that I learned about patience and perseverance. And the truth is that I never said thank you to Mr. Swain, my 7th grade teacher, who taught me about kindness and humility, who taught me to never make someone else feel little so that I could feel big. And Mr. Aduno in grade 12, he not only taught me the importance of commas, he probably saved my grandpa's life. So while I know that I may not be wise enough yet to recognize all of the ways that you've changed me, I know that I was present for the lessons you taught us on dedication and being accountable. I didn't miss the classes where you encouraged us to always try our best and never fear failure. I watched you letting us make our mistakes and then forgiving us when we did. In every class that I came to, you treated us as equals. You taught us to speak up when we have something important to say and to listen intently when there is something to hear. You taught us to find the confidence in ourselves. And I suspect that we will never thank you enough, our parents or our teachers, because we will never be able to recognize all of the impacts that you've had on our lives. But please believe me when I say what you do, it matters. They say those who can do, but I know it is those who care that teach. Because it is easy to make a buck in this world, but it is hard to make a difference, and you have. So on behalf of the graduating class of 2010, our teachers, our parents, I thank you.